Blessed is he whom God has reproved. But call out if there is anyone who will obey you, or if you shall see any of the holy angels. For wrath destroys a foolish man, and envy slays one who is deceived. I have seen foolish people taking root, but suddenly their mode of life consumed them. For the righteous will eat what they have gathered, but they themselves will not be delivered from calamities. Their strength will be not their strength will be exhausted, for trouble does not come from the earth, nor does suffering spring from the mountains. Yet man is born from trouble, or for trouble, as the young bird is born to fly to high places. But surely as for me, I will beseech the Lord, and call upon the Lord and Master of all, who does great, incomprehensible, and marvelous things without number. He causes rain on earth and sends water on all the places under heaven. He sets the lowly on high and raises up the lost. He frustrates the counsels of the crafty, so their hands cannot carry out their plans. He catches the wise in their craftiness and subverts the counsel of the cunning. Let them encounter darkness in the daytime, and may they grope at noontime as though it were night. May they perish in war, but may the weak escape from the hand of the mighty. May the weak have hope, and may the mouth of the unrighteous be stopped. But blessed is the man whom God corrects. Therefore, do not reject the chastening of the Almighty, for he causes a man to be in pain, but he restores him again. He smites, but his hands heal. 6 times he shall deliver you out of troubles, and in 7 no harm shall touch you. In famine he shall deliver you from death, and in war he shall free you from the power of the sword. He shall hide you from the scourge of the tongue, and you shall not be afraid of the evils when they come. You shall laugh at the unrighteous and the lawless. You shall laugh at the unrighteous and the lawless, and you shall not be afraid of the wild animals of the earth, for the wild animals of the field shall be at peace with you. Then you shall know your house will be at peace with you, and in your dwelling place there shall be nothing amiss. You shall also know your seed shall be many, and your children shall be like the grass of the earth. You shall come to grave. You shall come to the grave as grain reaped in its season, or as a heap of threshed wheat harvested at the proper time. Behold, we have searched this out. This is what we have heard. Know for yourself if you have done anything wrong. Mercy has rejected me. But Job answered and said, I wish there were someone who would weigh the wrath upon me, and at the same time lift up my griefs on a scale. For indeed they would be heavier than the sand of the seashore. But as it seems, my words are worthless. For the arrows of the Lord are in my body, whose anger drinks my blood. For when I begin to speak, they pierce me. What then? Will the wild donkey bray for no reason, if he is not seeking food? Or will the ox moo at the manger when it has fodder? Will bread be eaten without salt? Or is there any taste in empty words? My soul cannot stop groaning. For I see my food to be like the smell of a lion. Would that my would that my request ah, would that my request would come about, and the Lord would grant my hope. Let the Lord begin and wound me, but let him not utterly destroy me. May the grave be my city upon the walls which I have leaped. I will not turn away from it, for I have not lied about the holy words of my God. What strength do I have that I should continue? For how long would my soul endure? Is my strength the strength of stones, or is my flesh made of bronze? Or have I not trusted in him? But help is far from me. Mercy has rejected me, and the visitation of the Lord has disregarded me. My relatives pay no attention to me. They pass me by like a wave, or as though I were a failing brook. Those who once reverenced me now look upon me like snow or frozen ice. For when it melts at the approach of the heat, it is no longer recognized for what it was. Thus, I have been forsaken by all, but I am also lost and homeless. Look at the ways of the Temanites. You who marked the paths of the Sabaeans, those who put their trust in the cities and wealth, well, will be debtors to shame. But you have also come to me without mercy. That seeing my wound you were afraid. What, have I ever made any demand of you? Or do I need your strength to deliver me from enemies, or to rescue me from the hand of the mighty? Teach me, and I will keep quiet. Tell me wherein I have erred. But as it seems, the words of a true man are worthless. For I do not ask strength of you, neither will your rebuke cause me to cease my words, nor will I endure the sound of your word. Nevertheless, you attack the orphan, and you jump on your friend. Now therefore, after I looked on your faces, I will not lie. Sit down, and may there be no wrongdoing. And come together again with a righteous man. There is no wrongdoing on my tongue, or does not my throat cultivate understanding. Notes from the previous page 5 1 through 27. St. Gregory remarks Eliphaz's words would have been true had they not been delivered against the patience of so great a man. Like the Hebrews, Eliphaz knew the acts of the Lord, but he did not know his ways. Psalm 102:7. Christ, or 6:2. Christ is the scale. He came to weigh the merit of our life and brought down with him justice and loving kindness together. 6:5 through 7. God is the source of both physical and spiritual food. Christ is the bread that satisfies, and his words, being salted with truth, give eternal life. 6:10. Having placed his hope in the Lord, Job faced the grave with peace of soul. It was Eliphaz who lied about the holy words of God. 6:11 through 13. The strength of the righteous is to subdue the flesh, to live the hardships of this world for the sake of eternal rewards, to count the allurements of prosperity as nothing, and to overcome the dread of adversity in our heart. 6:18. Job's lament gives voice to Christ in his passion, summed up when he cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Psalm 21:1, Matthew 27:46.